Welcome back to my morning report analysis videos on Thursday 6th of September with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. Let's have a look at euro dollar, which has sort of picked up again, and it just sort of plays into this whole sort of feel to the market in the last sort of 2 or 3 months really, where you had that downside break, but it failed fairly quickly and then retraced, and the retracement has sort of rolled over, but the rolling over is now retraced again, and it sort of all plays into a fairly mixed outlook, and that's reflected really on the hourly, on the RSI, which is above 50 but below 60. Just fairly muted really, isn't it? MACD line, similar story, touch above positive but flat. Stochastics, that little slipping move that we saw in the last sort of 4 or so sessions prior to yesterday has been abated somewhat with the support at 1527. Now you've got, as I mentioned in the morning report, the old floor 1505. You could argue that that's now coming back in as a basis of support again. It seems as though 1530 area is building as well. So 15 to 1530, nice band of support really now, and you're back above the 1630 level, which was a bit of a pivot, so that again improves the outlook, you could argue, having broken that little corrective down move in the last of those 4 sessions. But the market is fairly unable to gain traction, 6 pips up on the day, so I'd take it that euro dollar is fairly middle of the road really, until you get a breakdown below 15 figure, really below that old floor, which would open the lows again, or above 1730, which again you've got the 1745 series of old highs from July, so you want to see closing levels outside these two blue, the blue line and the red line, and until you get that, you're going to get a fairly uninspired, I think, market. So you look on the hourly chart, you've got 1650 I've left as an old pivot. Does it go back a long way? No, not really. Well, you could argue it does, but 1650 is an old pivot. I've left that on the chart, and lo and behold, what we see is the market sort of rallying to 1650 yesterday and sort of rolling over again. So it is a level that arguably you could say that the market is washing out for. So close above 1650, maybe that improves the outlook once more. Momentum indicators fairly muted. RSI failing at 70, MACD lines crossing lower, back towards neutral. Very slight positive bias, you could argue, into this session, trading slightly higher on the day, but again, really struggling for direction. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later.